Agent Carter, report to the engineering wing. William Carter to the engineering wing.
Make it quick.
That's all for now.
Thank you, sir. And keep up the good work. There are a lot of people out there who need you.
I will.
Calm yourself, Doctor. Irrationality will not help us identify enemy infiltrators.
Calm while you perform tests on men, like livestock.
These tests serve to protect them, and after all, they are all volunteers.
Maybe, but we're still not certain of what side effects.
Ah, William, welcome to our newly refitted laboratory. I'm certain that Dr. Veer would love to give you a tour of the facilities. Yeah, Herr Doctor?
Yes, of course. I'll just leave Heinrich to his tests. Down here is what we call the workshop. It's where we test the new equipment and applications. It's all quite experimental, so don't use anything here until it's been cleared for the field. Here we go. As you see, we have the automated turret deployed, but it cannot draw a line of sight on any targets. You can lift a target out from behind its cover to get a clear shot. But if you face many targets, it might be a better option to lift your turret instead. Go ahead and try. The engineers are especially proud of the gyroscopic stabilization that makes that possible. It'd be a shame not to put it to use in the field.
Is that all?
The boys in the lab just wanted to make sure you knew all your options in the field. Never know when it'll come in handy. As you may have guessed from the glow, this is where we store element 115, or Illyrium. Understanding it is vital to our ability to adapt and adopt outsider technology. So far, our results have been mixed, at best. But I'm sure you didn't come here just for a guided tour. I'll leave you to your duties, William. Agent Carter, I fear I haven't properly expressed my gratitude for the rescue you provided me.
Just happy to have a man like you on board. We need all the help we can get.
Appreciated, Carter. I hope I live up to your expectations.
Shame we couldn't rescue more survivors from Rosemont.
Yes, of course. At the very least, it would be a tremendous help to have Lawrence here.
He was an outsider, Doctor.
That didn't keep him from being an excellent lab assistant. And a friend.
Did you know that your assistant was one of them?
Yes, well, believe it or not, I'm as shocked as you. More so, I dare say. He was so dedicated, so curious. But that's no excuse. I mean, how could I have been such a fool?
You're lying. I'm supposed to believe you worked side by side with an enemy operative and never had any idea. And they call you a genius.
Believe what you will, Agent, I was fooled. And by someone I came to care quite deeply about. I don't expect you to fathom the intricacies of human emotion, but I don't care for your insinuations. I am as much a patriot as any enlisted man.
They didn't hire me for my sensitivity, Doc. Sorry if my heart doesn't go out for a traitorous alien.
The question is, traitorous to whom? He provided us with invaluable information.
Your assistant mentioned something called Mosaic. Said you were the key to it. Seemed to have something to do with the measurements you were taking. Any idea what he meant by that?
I don't know much about it at all, other than it controls the Venn gates connecting our worlds, and it also seems to exact some degree of influence over the denizens of that world. As to why Lawrence regarded me as the key to it remains a mystery.
But what is it? Is it a thing? Or a person? What is it?
I wish I knew, Agent. It could be any number of things. A natural force, a psychological disorder. One thing is certain, however. It does seem to be accessible via physical technology.
The people we saw back there. The stuck ones. The ones who can't stop doing the same thing over and over. What's the skinny on them? Are they us? Or are they them?
Be honest, I haven't the foggiest. I can say it was horrifying to witness. My students, one by one, falling victim to the condition.
How does it operate? Why does it only take some people?
A mystery as yet, but one I aim to get to the bottom of. I did notice trends. More students than professors, more whites than blacks. Nothing I can yet identify as the source.
Before I go, tell me, why are you so valuable? Falk seems to think we can't win this thing without you.
I suppose he regards the work I've been doing with ARPA as essential. I've been tracking audio signals gathered via telemetry. I shopped my findings around the scientific community for months.
Anything concrete?
Only subtle results, but Myron, Director Falk, recognized their import. I thought it was merely a curious anomaly, but he felt it was a warning. Guess now we know who was right.
Lawrence, have you seen these latest findings? Just a moment, Alan. I'm finishing. Minor change to your calculations. Oh, to hell with bloody hell. That's brilliant. No, I don't know about all that. It's just a minor change. You'll be replacing me as head of this project. And take away your prized work? Anyway, what was it you wanted to show me? What? Oh, it's these new transmissions that we've been receiving. Dr. Rossi believes they may be extraterrestrial in origin. Take a look. Extraterrestrial transmissions? You don't say. Think of it. Intelligent life on other worlds. A culture more advanced than ours, reaching across the void to welcome us to the Brotherhood of the Stars. Alan, you're making some rather dangerous assumptions. Oh, I know it could be nothing. Some Soviet trick, perhaps. But think, Lawrence. If it really is from another planet, why, someday our Venn Gate project could bridge our worlds. Yes, I suppose that could be possible. Why, this could be the start of a new chapter in human history. Yes, I'm afraid so.
How are we looking?
Graviton nullifier ready.
Target recognition, aiming, and execution all check. Looking good.
I'm telling you, this thing is going to be every agent's best friend.
Until we can make it walk and it starts replacing them in the field.
And lets them stay safe in the base where nobody shoots at them? I think the agents will be okay with that.
Good point.
I think I would like that, Mr. Folk. I think I would like that very much. You are Dr. Heinrich Dressner, correct? Yeah, Mr. Folk. And do you understand why I am interviewing you today? Officially or unofficially? None of this will be in the final records of your immigration. Officially, our commitments at Yalta mean we must turn you away. And yet, here we both are. Yes, well, we can't risk losing a mind like yours to the Soviets, now can we? You need not worry about that, sir. There is a reason I surrendered to your soldiers, or not to Stalin's. What reason is that? I do not like their cold winters. Very funny. Regardless, we need to talk about your past affiliations. What is there to say? What was done was terrible, wasteful, inhuman. I have regrets, but I had no part in that. No way to prevent it. You could have left. At that time, I did have a family to support. Also, I feared my once great nation would turn to the Communist Party. So you supported the alternative? Only at first. By the time I saw what they truly were, it was too late to escape. I'm a scientist, Mr. Folk. I understand physics, fluid dynamics, chemical reactions. But I cannot see the future. I cannot predict the horrors of my fellow man. We can't offer you atonement, Doctor. But we can offer you a chance to use your skills to help people.
What did you want to talk about?
Yes, we've had a bit of a mishap, William.
Ah, great.
As you know, our most pressing goal is to develop a test to determine the humanity of our personnel, if you will. We've had a breakthrough, discovering a signal which causes the Zillicoids to become quite agitated. But as you can see...
Your test subjects escaped?
Indeed. Perhaps the signal agitated them a bit too much.
Why haven't we been put on alert?
With our current tension, can you imagine how people would panic? I'd rather we keep this little incident between ourselves, William.
What exactly do you need me to do?
The Zillicoids are likely to be hiding in the ventilation or other subsystems. Their distinctive trail should make it easy for you to track them and destroy them. Good hunting.
Just a sec, Carter. You know the drill. Wait, what the hell? There's something in there. It's in the vents. Get it, Carter, quick! Quick thinking, Carter. I'll start a flush of the whole decontamination system now. Carter,
Looks
you
like
okay
I found
there?
the first of
You
Heinrich's
gotta capture
blobs.
that blob.
I'm sure Falk has the lab coats finding some way to track him down.
Wasn't the spy invisible? How are they gonna know if there's another one around watching them?
Damn, you're right.
Carter, join me. I don't like it when my agents go off the rails, Carter. Never ignore my orders again. You're lucky things turned out as well as they did with Dr. Weir's rescue. I'll overlook it this time. I understand the situation is getting to you.
Weaver tell you that? Or you just figured it out on your own?
I need to know I can trust you, Carter. I took a big risk including you in this operation, and I'm about to take another.
What are you talking about?
Taking the fight to the enemy. Not just surviving this war, winning it.
And how exactly are we gonna do that?
With this.
What in God's name is that?
A prototype aircraft, built with everything we've been able to learn from their technology. Plus a few tricks of our own.
You really think it'll make a difference?
It might, as long as we know where to strike. That's where you come in.
If it means fighting back, I'll do whatever it takes.
Good. The first step is interrogating the infiltrator.
What do we know about the infiltrator?
We've been running a barrage of tests on him. Preliminary interrogation, medical checks. The boys in the lab even took a look at the devices implanted in him.
Find anything useful?
We don't even know his name, or if his kind even have names. But we have reason to believe he'll be more responsive now.
What happened? Lock him in solitary for a couple weeks?
You might be closer than you think. In a recent examination, our surgeons removed this from his head. We think it's some kind of communication device.
He was bugged?
We're not sure. Weir thinks it was his connection to Mosaic.
That's their communication network.
According to Dr. Weir, yes. Whatever it is, ever since we removed this thing, the infiltrator's been less aggressive, more morose.
Interesting. How do we know we can take them out in one strike?
Weir's been studying their transmissions, and he believes they're coming from a single source.
That's this Mosaic thing they talk about?
Yes. The doctor says his measurements prove that it's some sort of central command, possibly even a single being. And if our tests are correct, it is indeed more than just some sort of radio network.
How so?
After studying the infiltrator's implants and physiology, we believe it connects directly to the minds of the outsiders.
So if we take out Mosaic's core, we shut down every outsider on this planet.
That's the idea. But we need to know more.
That's an impressive flying saucer you've built.
Actually, the Air Force was already toying with a prototype like this. Our German associate just made a few modifications, including everything we could steal from the outsiders.
How does it handle?
When it's finished, it'll be faster and more maneuverable than anything in the skies.
But can it take on one of their battleships?
In a head-to-head fight, no. But it won't need to. Watch.
Nifty little trick.
Dr. Dresner is particularly proud of that one. He's been invaluable to the project. We've dubbed the craft the Avenger.
Can it get through those Venn gates of theirs?
That's what we need you to find out.
I'll see what I can get out of the infiltrator.
Good. We've got him in a containment center in the lab, built especially for him.
Got his own luxury suite, huh? That ought to soften him up.
Don't count on it.
How gentle do I need to be?
Just be careful. He's the only captive we have.
So it can move in any direction? Like a helicopter?
Yes, if a helicopter was twice as durable, 5 times faster, and could fly through a vacuum.
Shut it down! Shut it down before it blows! No, wait! We need to test the threshold!
Yes, we really should see when it explodes.
Are you too crazy? Shut it down!
Did you see that lift? Wunderbar. Never before have I seen its equal.
Sure, if you don't mind your crew splattered all over the walls.
Of course. But that is why we do this radio-controlled test beforehand, yeah?
no way you're getting me in one of those flying saucers until you work out the eject system.
Nonsense. If we are careful and precise in our work, we will have no need of ejection systems.
We might not need one, but I'm the one who's going to be piloting that thing.
I still don't understand why you don't want us to design weaponry for this new craft. Yes, we have a very promising prototype.
No.
9.
No, I'm serious. They got him here, locked up for interrogation.
So, the one place we know is safe. Just when you got everything operational. They got ready for
Here you're gonna have a word with you-know-who. Give him a shiner for me, will ya?
The infiltrator's right inside, Agent Carter. If you need anything, just ask.
I see you gave up on the disguise. Done playing dress-up?
This one can no longer hide. Those systems were corrupted by your scientists.
Yeah. Gloat all you want about your superior technology while we've got you tied to a chair with a rope.
You want revenge for your fellow warrior. Go ahead and take it. Nothing you do will stop the Zujari.
We're gonna pay a visit to your home, and you're gonna help us get there.
A counter-invasion? Ha! The more you resist Mosaic, the more you will bring death to your world. You think you have seen our strength? This is just an expeditionary force preparing the way for our armies. We will destroy you.
We'll see about that.
It's simple. You will join our empire or you will die. For us, there are no other choices.
Our whitecoats say there's been a change in your attitude ever since they yanked this device out of your head. I want to know what the hell it is.
It is many things. A shield, a beacon, our focus. It is Mosaic. Without it, we are... I am alone. Unsure. Impure of thought.
What exactly is Mosaic?
You would think of it as a broadcast, a network. Each of us are connected to it. It unites us.
It's how you receive your orders.
Our orders. Our faith. Mosaic delivers truth. Or perhaps what Origin decides is the truth.
Why don't you just do yourself a favor? Just talk straight to me, and tell me about this Origin. Maybe we can help you.
You are more civilized than would be expected for such divided creatures. It is not a weakness. Nothing is as I thought. Nothing is as Origin told us.
Listen, I'm fighting for the survival of my entire race here. Give me something to work with, or you'll find out what I'm willing to do for my world.
You have already seen what we are willing to do for our own dying world. What Origin has forced us to do for our world. Forced me to do to other worlds.
You don't have to let Origin control you. Tell us how to stop him and you can be free. We can destroy Mosaic. You can all be free.
Yes, but Mosaic cannot be destroyed. Mosaic is not a single place, not a solid thing. And soon it will consume your people as it has so many. As it did mine.
Fine. Tell him where we are.
This is a foolish decision. Mosaic will know our location immediately. Origin will see that you all die.
They'll come finish off XCOM, you'll return a hero. Go on. Join the inevitable.
No. I cannot go back. Not anymore.
Then help us fight it. If we win, we can find a way to help the rest of your people.
Very well, William Carter. You win. To survive the crossing, you will need an instrument that can recalibrate quantum structures.
Dr. Weir should be able to make sense of that.
I hope for your sake he does. But such a device can be acquired only from one of our ships, which can be found at one of our docking stations near a Ven gate. It would not be possible to replicate it with human technology.
Thank you. We won't forget your help.
Nice work in there, Carter. I bet the director will want to tell you that himself.
Was he watching?
You even have to ask that question? He's waiting for you in Ops.
Officer, you're new here, aren't you?
Yes, sir. They rescued me up from outside Louisville.
I trust they've made it clear how important your duties are to the survival of this base.
Yes, sir. Very clear, sir. And the survival of this base means the survival of this nation. Possibly the entire planet.
So you know how serious to take this. You're not guarding some small-time fuel depot.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir. With all due respect, I've worked high-security details before.
Not anything this high security, I'll bet.
I suppose not, sir, but those of us at Fort Knox were still proud of our work.
How's the infiltrator?
The containment room was designed to act as both a brig and a lab, so he's well contained. Not that he's been trying to get out.
You think he's planning something?
Can't say for sure. Any other prisoner, yeah, but since they removed that controller thing from his head, he's been a different man. Or I guess I should say, different creature.
How much do you trust Falk?
I trust him with my life, sir. After all, if it weren't for him and his teams, I'd still be out there.
You said you were rescued from outside Louisville?
Yes, sir. Fort Knox in particular. Agent De Silva and his team were recovering something from high-value storage, and I thought they were looters.
That could have gone poorly.
Not really. I don't know about you, but I ask questions before I start shooting. They were only too happy to bring me back, once they were certain I was human.
How exactly did they prove that?
Just like checking for Reds. Sing the Star-Spangled Banner, ask what happened in the most recent episode of Captain Thunderclap, and so on and so on.
That's all.
Thank you, sir. Good luck.
Sir, we demand to have access to the Outsider. We have vital questions that demand answers.
Yes, what's with all this archaic interrogation? Why isn't that thing under a microscope all day, every day?
Gentlemen, please. We're still questioning him. I'm sure he'll be handed over to you when we've learned all we can.
We'll try not to be too rough on him.
Yes, we don't want him injured before the vivisection.
Carter, I only just heard the results from the interrogation.
He said something about a transdimensional something or other. Tell me it made sense to you.
It fits with what little we know about the Ven gates. In fact, it would make sense to use a transponder, a phase plotter as he called it.
I knew it was worth bringing you back. You're about the only person on Earth who'd understand what he was talking about.
And even then, I might never have known if Lawrence hadn't mentioned something similar during our experiments. What a shame he isn't here.
Any idea where to find this phase plotter thing?
He said it would be located in a docking tower. We've seen the Outsiders building towers in the areas they've occupied.
And we've certainly seen that they have aircraft around those towers.
Sounds like you'll have to find an entrance to one of those towers and steal this phase plotter from one of their aircraft.
Oh, is that all? Fight a gunship on its home turf.
No one said it would be easy to save the world, William.
Your assistant mentioned something called Mosaic. Said you were the key to it. Seemed to have something to do with the measurements you were taking. Any idea what he meant by that?
I don't know much about it at all, other than it controls the Ven gates connecting our world, and it also seems to exert some degree of influence over the denizens of that world. As to why Lawrence regarded me as the key to it remains a mystery.
But what is it? Is it a thing or a person? What is it?
I wish I knew, Agent. Could be any number of things. A natural force, a psychological disorder. One thing is certain, however. It does seem to be accessible via physical technology.
The people we saw back there. The stuck ones, the ones who can't stop doing the same thing over and over. What's the skinny on them? Are they us? Or are they them?
To be honest, I haven't the foggiest. I can say it was horrifying to witness my students, one by one, falling victim to the condition.
How does it operate? Why does it only take some people?
A mystery as yet, but one I aim to get to the bottom of. I did notice trends. More students than professors, more whites than blacks. Nothing I can yet identify as the source.
Before I go, tell me, why are you so valuable? Falk seems to think we can't win this thing without...
I suppose he regards the work I've been doing with ARPA...
Anything concrete?
Only subtle results, but Myron, Director Falk, recognized...
I don't know what you said to him, but that alien thing's been making nice since your little visit. You must have scared the bejesus out of him.
They say these people's eyes are black.
Real guns aren't good enough anymore. Nah. I want some.
Hey, have you heard about what they got down there in the big hangar?
Trust me on this.
Telling me, the machines were growing like freaking mold.
How do we know we don't have more of them in here?
How could somebody leave a mess like that? Whoa, Carter! Have a little decency, would you? What the hell's happening in there? Hope you washed your hands at least.
Begin examination, Doctor.
Hold the patient down, damn it.
Anesthetic is having no effect, Doctor. Tightening restraints.
You pathetic creatures. Children with sharp sticks, pretending to be doctors and warriors and priests. Base of neck shows signs of previous surgery. Long healed over. Performing first incision to examine. But the moment you find anything worth knowing, worth believing, you just cut it open to see how it works.
Gag applied, Doctor.
Thank you, Kelly. I'm finding some sort of glass threads running along the subject's spine. Exploring. Seems to lead to some sort of metal bead. Cutting threads and extracting for study.
I'll send this to the lab for analysis.
Subject now appears to be unconscious. Not a response to the anesthetic. Seems like he just went to sleep.
Temperature is up. Heartbeat is up. Respiration is up. Everything's within safe parameters, but...
Bring him around. We need to see the results. Sewing him up.
Removing gag. administering stimulants.
What's happening? Who are you people? Where am I? We'll be asking the questions. Get him to recovery.
Back from the interrogation? How did it go?
He was easy to handle. Now we've got our own little stool pigeon.
Then let's use him while we can. And before the lab tries to cut him up to see how he works.
Are you tracking Axis?
Not tracking him directly, but if I find the target, I think it'll lead to Axis.
That's cryptic.
Anyone could be listening in, and I've been tracking this case for too long.
I'm going to get some...
Good luck.
Holy Jesus, get that thing out of here! Oh, come on, Carter! Get it!
And here I thought I had a nice, quiet desk job.
Says our own technology.
Across the Champaign-Urbana area.
There's Carter.
Damage is
We got the
unknown,
alien to
believed
talk
to be
to.
severe. We will relay further information as it becomes available. End report. Heinrich's been going crazy about propulsion systems and radial aerodynamics or something. Whatever they're building is going to be big.
Dankeschön, William. With your aid, we will soon be able to uncover any remaining infiltrators.
I hope you're more careful in the future, Doctor.
Yes, of course. And for your discretion, perhaps this will be of use to you.
Can't wait to get off my shift and check out the new tests in the lab. Whole place is a toy shop. If the toys all named are vaporized people.
What was that? Are we...
Carter, good work in there. I'm honestly surprised you kept your cool.
That wasn't my first interrogation.
It shows. Having a defector on our side could make a big difference.
And who knows? Someday, they might be great allies.
Let's just focus on making it through this war. Now, I've been discussing the information you extracted with Dr. Weir.
Any clue where we can find one of those interdimensional things?
The doctor calls it a phase plotter. And we know there's an outsider docking tower near a town called Vida Buena in New Mexico. De Silva's team reported it when they were investigating sleepwalkers in the area.
Sounds like I should talk to De Silva.
That could be difficult. De Silva's team attempted to infiltrate the structure. The last report from them was 2 days ago.
What the hell, Falk? De Silva goes missing and you're just telling me now?
Calm down, Carter. We have reason to believe that he's still alive, but he's deep in enemy territory and unable to broadcast. Link up with him and his team. Then you will all escort Dr. Weir through the command tower and secure the phase plotter.
Why are we putting the doctor back in danger?
Weir is the only one who understands how the enemy gates work. He's the only one with any insight into how their systems might operate.
And no time to train a field specialist, right?
Precisely. Keep Dr. Weir safe. He's far too valuable to lose.
What was De Silva doing up there anyway?
He was assigned to gather intel on the Outsiders' gates for Dr. Weir's benefit.
And now we're going there to get one of these gadgets. What aren't you telling me about this place?
Vida Buena is an outsider transport hub. Ships coming and going from one of those gates 24 hours a day.
So the best chance we have of getting a phase plotter
is a place swarming with enemies. Yes.
You think we can trust the outsider?
He seemed pretty shaken up. If we learned anything from your encounter with this Lawrence, it's that the real problem is their mosaic.
You think they'll all just switch off when we take out Mosaic?
I wouldn't bet on it. But as it seems to be their communications network, destroying it would give us a serious edge.
Can't ask for much more than that. All right, that's all I need.
I'll have Senior Ops inform Dr. Weir that you're ready to go. And Carter.
Yes, sir?
Good luck out there.
Yes, sir.
Is it true? They sent Carter to talk to the spy?
You can't attend every threat yourself, but in some cases, you can dispatch agents to assist. On these dispatch missions, they will earn valuable experience and may find new equipment or even other experienced agents. However, they won't be available in the field while dispatched, so select your squads wisely.